effective here tonight.
Now Bjork in on the forecheck. Osborne moves it ahead, and the United States will come out to center. They'll throw it in from there. Back near the blue line. Got caught in the lines with skate. But Osborne does a nice job to keep it in the offensive zone momentarily. Now back in come the Swedes. Circling in behind. Nielsen in behind the net. Brings it back to the point. Now to the near side. Walking right in. And then put it in the car and then buy another ticket to get back in.
Right you are.
Now back near the blue line. Stenberg drops it down low. 37 seconds left to go on this advantage. Sweden, Stenberg brings it back to the point. One-timer. Not much on that shot by Boumedienne. Now he gets another chance to set it up. Turning on the far side, Norland snaps a quick shot wide of the target. 5 seconds left on the penalty time. Stenberg goes to the net, centering pass right in front. Referee finally says the puck is covered, and just as the penalty expires, power play will look like Hagens at center, Stiga on one wing, Osborne on 1 point. He'll drop it off to the far side. That's Iserman playing the far wing, number 9. His shot was blocked in the Swedes. Yeah, the movement and the passing, very crisp.
Luke Osborne, such a threat every time he has the puck. He's always creating and always a threat to shoot.
Potter tried to get it in. That was blocked. Sweden back at full strength. Zellers couldn't come up with it. And now the puck back in the U.S. zone. So both teams with a chance on the power play. And both have come up dry. Chipped in by Bjork. USA takes over. Skahan couldn't get it out. Bjork tied up in the corner. Lost the puck. USA's Potter couldn't clear the zone. Swedes keeping it alive. Good job there, stepping up with Skahan, knocking the puck free. Still, though, not. Stenberg has his pocket picked. Spellis shorthanded coming to the net, and it's poked off his stick at the last second as Boumedienne got a piece of it and knocked it to the corner.
Second penalty kill in a row that AJ Spalacy all over the puck, all over the D, not giving them any time and space to make any plays, and almost gets a scoring chance out of it.
Now coming through center, Stenberg plays it over to the far side. Erickson winds it around. Tied up there. U.S. gets a steal, and they get the clear and send it down. Now coming up, Norland, broken up at the blue line. Stenberg carries on, gives to Lindberg, drops it off. Quick shot fired wide by Norland. Back near the blue line. Iserman gets it back to the point. Stenberg, less than a minute on the power play. Goes across the blue line, now fed low. Norland back to the point. Long shot. Kemp fought it off with a glove, and then the rebound was cleared by McKinney. He can't get it out, though, as waiting on the far side is Norland. Back to Boumedienne. Drops it off. Stenberg's shot deflects wide. Sweden not as quick moving the puck on this power play. Stenberg drops it down low, gets it back. Now he'll bring it back. Same play we saw earlier on this power play. Nordlund drops it off, looking for the tip right out in front, and it just got tipped wide by Erickson. USA back at full strength.
It's a big kill by the U.S. 2 big saves there by Nick Kempf.
Lindberg drops it in.
The power play for the first time.
Eliasson in the penalty box for the second time already this afternoon. Zellers drops it off. Long bomb. Saved by Liv. Iserman knocked down into the corner. Sweden trying to clear. Osborne almost held it in, but he's finally flushed out of the offensive zone, and so Team USA has to reload. Osborne comes to center, drops it back. Now coming to the line. Zemer chips it in behind to Zellers. He'll bring it to the point. Osborne, boy, he's got moves back there. One-time rocket right on, and the save is made out of the box. So both teams 0 for 2 on their power play opportunities here in the first period.
Yeah, this Team USA bunch looks a lot more connected here on the power play than they were in the first games on Monday. Just way better execution on entry, doing the double drop, really putting the defensive team on their heels and being able to set up and kind of get on the attack.
Now back the other way. Zetterberg tried to center. That hit a skate. Along the wall, Zetterberg gets it back, puts it out front. Long shot, gobbled up easily by Kemp, and he will hold. And now the matching penalized players come out of their penalty box, and so we're now back. Everybody has full complement on their bench.
Nice glove save here by Kemp. And yeah, like you said, it's definitely something these guys planned for, and you can tell.
Lindberg lost that face-off. Moe trying to get it in. McKinney had to retreat as Moe was in ahead of the play, so he'll slide it back down into his own zone. Now McKinney gets across the line, feathers it to Moe. Quick shot, big pad save there by Liv as he stuck out that right pad to make the save on that shot that was labeled for the bottom corner. Now Moe centers it, Zellers with it, turning in the high slot. Now along the boards. Zellers being worked over from behind, trying to get it to Moe, does. Moe picks it up there. He's belted along the near boards, and Sweden takes possession. Lindberg drops it back out of the reach of Zetterberg. Both teams now will make changes.
We'll have to see how this Team USA answers here. You know, they've been down a goal and they've been able to bounce back in previous games in this event, but you know, down 2 against this team, Sweden, and how aggressive they are in all ends of the ice. You can see the D there pitching by the Swedish team, and we'll see if we can, this Team USA can bounce back here and try and get something for the end of the period.
Bjork gets the lone assist as he got the puck in the corner free and found his man coming right down the slot. Now we get more penalties and confrontation for Sagi into it here. Battling with one of the Swedish players. And we'll have more penalties here. We'll see if these are matching as well. It was way away from the play. I don't know how those two got so
yeah, they were like
tangled
skating their
up.
own. Yeah, they're like skating on their own down the end of the ice. It was kind of strange. Van Sagi, a member of Michigan State, and Boumedienne, a member of BU. Maybe a little bad blood from last year at some point, but really,
it could be.
Yeah.
So the Swedes start this up 2 and can get another one here. U.S. though wins the draw, sends it all the way down. Again, Spellacy getting plenty of ice time as the lead penalty killer for the U.S. He's paired with McKinney up front. Now Stenberg gets it across the line. Erickson On his backhand, forced out by Spellacy. Boy, if he was a bubble player, he's really showing his value here. Even if you just use him as a spot player and a penalty killer.
And he's really good on draws, and the fact
Yes.
it's just how athletic he is and his size. It's he's made a really good name for himself here.
From Westlake, Ohio, played on the Windsor Spitfires, third rounder by the Blackhawks, and has already signed his deal. Stenberg on the far side. Now back to the point, long shot. Kemp got a piece of that, or it may have been blocked out front. Swedes, though, keep it in the zone. Another penalty coming up. Kemp the save, and holding is for hockey for 42 seconds. Then the U.S. will get their third chance on the power play. And fortunately for the United States, they've done a great job penalty killing to this point, or this could have really gotten out of hand quickly. And is it what the U.S. has been doing to defend that Swedish power play? Oh, great setup there on the doorstep. Pettersson just tipped it off the outside of the net. He had a corner there. Quick shot on Kemp, rebound, but back to that penalty killing. Is it been the U.S.? And that is an interference call. We'll try to get back to that. Riker Lee carries in, two-man advantage for 19 more seconds. So the U.S. has to hurry so they can take full advantage of this two-man advantage. Just 9 seconds, though, as they head up ice. Potter drops it back. U.S. gains the line. Kuznicki, Lee walks in, dishes it across, they score! Great pass by Lee.
Almost impossible for Liv to even remotely think about anything else when Riker Lee has the puck. Such good deception, pass across. Cullen Potter leaves absolutely no doubt. No chance there for Liv. What a pass.
Sweden, they'll dump it in. U.S. though right back the other way. Zemer holding the puck along the far side, now shovels it ahead, but it's turned right back the other way by Sweden. Ekberg took a wild swing at it and ended up on the seat of his pants. There's a penalty now call coming against the U.S. Shot off the outside of the net. Centering pass by Erickson. Okay, so if you've not been watching this and you've not bought World Junior tickets, I think you have no reason not to buy your players, young hockey players in your family. What a great Christmas gift. Tell them, hey, we're going to see that game. Kemp had that one go off his mask, but stayed with it. And now back the other way comes the United States. Hagens takes a shot, didn't get through. Hagens chops it in behind, but it's stolen away by Sweden. And they'll try to get out of their own zone. Now Henriks puts it back in. Olfquist sends it out. .12:35 to go here in the second period. Boumedienne, that was for holding. We'll have to see what they update him, but it is a power play for the United States. We'll worry about the rest later. That's collateral damage. Yzerman couldn't hold it in the zone. Islanders' top pick dances into the offensive end. Knocked away from him, but Osborne right there, who's been real key to the U.S. success on the power play. Yzerman goes rink wide, right back to him. Couldn't pull the trigger right away. Centering pass right on the doorstep, but it was picked away at the last minute by the Swedish defender and sent down ice. Kemp's got a whole 16-man advantage. But the U.S. wins the faceoff, taking off, driving to the net on the breakaway. And he was just caught from behind at the last second, and it was knocked away. Kuznicki really has been a big factor in this game today.
Yeah, he's taken a step since Monday for sure. His pace and his ability to kind of break away is hard to miss.
Well, now we're down a man, the United States. Sweden on their 6th power play of the afternoon. Norland, bottom of the circle, brings it back to the point. Now to the far side, Norland walking in. His pass deflects off a skate, but Sweden keeps it in the offensive zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Eriksson out front. Zetterberg brings it back to the blue line. Stenberg drops it. Norland dropped it off as well. Passed the shot up. Sweden looking for that one good opportunity. Long shot. Kemp makes a save. Face off.
Here's Kaznega breaking down. That's been getting called all day. Kind of shocked to not get that whistle there for Team USA, but got to be really impressed with Steve Miller and the U.S. PK here. Really patient. Doesn't matter. Puck movement, a lot of creativity. Suddenly the D makes the first pass. He's stretching at the far wing, and just a lot of creativity and really tough on this U.S. team.
Now they're going to be a team that's definitely a country that'll be looking and should be favored to come up with some sort of medal in this year's tournament from just the raw talent we've seen here in these past 4 days.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Bob and his staff here last 15, 20 minutes of this game, using these guys as chess pieces, seeing what kind of lines he puts together, trying to get back into this game.
Zetterberg dumps it in deep. McKinney had it knocked off his stick. Sweden comes up with it. Norland centering it right up the slot. And a stick was there to block that shot as Zetterberg was parked right out in front. Now Fry throws it rink wide. Sweden again steals, centering pass, and that time McKinney is able to get it out. Long change for the U.S., so they only were able to get one player off. And again, Sweden puts it right back. And here's a chance. Quick shot, live the save. Rebound is loose.
Yeah, off of Lostra, really good face-off intensity here, and Vesnica just finds that soft area and rips it, and I think Liv was kind of wondering where it was there, and kind of lucky to get away with one there.
Yeah, Kwasnicka is going to play with the Penticton V's this year. He's a Gopher commit, but right now he won't be coming in until a year from now. After watching this, maybe they'll change their minds and try to open up a spot for him early. Now Riker Lee comes in, lets it go, they score! What a move by Lee. He just undressed the defender, got himself into the slot, wired it. Liv made the save, but the rebound was there, and the U.S. is back within a goal.
That was so nasty by Riker Lee. Looking off the pass, toe pull through, kind of leaks in there, and way to be on it in front of the net there is Horkoff. Big body, smart, little bit of a screen, and kind of a tough one there for Liv to find. And just like that, despite the shot totals, U.S. right back in this thing. The back door, but what a pass. What an answer by Team Sweden, right off the goal from Team USA.
Oh, Nielsen, he something must have happened to his regular jersey, and he switched. Now a turnover at the line, but Ziemer is there to atone for his mistake, clears it back out. Norland trying to get it in front, bouncing puck. Ziemer's got it in his skate. It's taken away, but then he recovers and gets it to Stiga. Ziemer drops it off, and a heavy shot just pushed wide as Fiddler walked right down the slot. Minute 15 to go, and cleared out. Fiddler back to get it. 68 seconds to go in the second period. Cleared up the wall. Stiga couldn't get it in deep. Sweden fires it in. Swedes back up by one of the points as the puck is dropped. A different look on the power play, at least off the faceoff. Iserman feeds it across. Now he shifts over to his spot. Osborne gives it to him, takes the shot. Didn't get through as that was blocked. Iserman again rips it just wide of the net. Rebound controlled by the U.S. Another shot, Liv the save. Rebound pushed to the corner. Sweden looks to clear, and they do. Or Max Plant. Two other guys that were on the gold medal team a year ago have not participated yet in this tournament, so you could add them to the mix of players that you could throw out there with a man advantage. 5-on-4 now for a minute 3. U.S. back within a goal, almost stolen away. Lee almost getting a little too fancy, but Bjork couldn't handle the puck cleanly. Now the U.S. attacking. Potter floats it ahead. Horkoff trying to put it out front. It's taken away from him. Shoveled up to the blue line and out. And now here's Bjork shorthanded, busting to the net. Cuts to the slot.
What a stick.
And it was poke checked off his stick. And Alberg trying to throw it out front. Does. Centering pass right on front, and Norland fanned on it. It was on a tee for him, and he had lots of room, but didn't get anything on the shot. Zellers now puts it in. U.S. steals a quick rocket right on and Liv with a huge save on Cole Iserman, who just ripped a shot right on goal.
U.S. definitely putting the Swedish team on their heels. They're coming with all cylinders.
Only 3. Off the face-off, Sweden controls. Playing it in deep. Ekberg tied up in behind, and the U.S. is able to poke it out. Charging after it. Going down, Spellacy. Lee throws his man against the wall, and it's fired down ice. Race for it, and not being able to get the shot away there was Nielsen, who's wearing that phantom number 10 jersey. Now Potter back the other way. Has Iserman in front. Tried to give it to him. It was poked off his stick just as he tried to pull the trigger. Now the
Alex Zetterberg, every time he's on the ice, his creativity is just impressive. You never really know what he's going to do, and he just seems like he's a scoring chance machine.
Now puck loose in front. Mole's shot right on
save.
Liv. A great save. The offensive opportunities have just been all over the place.
Well, 2-on-1 kind of appears out of nowhere. The defenseman for Sweden, Eliasson, kind of in no man's land, and Liv just finding ways to.
And Stiga wins it. Ziemer lets it go. It rolls through Liv, but out the side of the net. And then the centering pass comes back out to center as Osborne had activated and wasn't in his normal spot. Now Osborne in traffic. Doesn't matter. Still maintains possession. Trying to put it right out in front, and that was broken up. He's looking for Stiga. Now it's dumped in. Played around, not out. Centering pass broken up. Stiga gets it ahead. Ziemer puts it into the corner for Hagens. He rips one across the front of the net. Now in the corner. Stiga hooked to the ice. That's a penalty. 54 seconds left on the power play. Osberg slips it down low. Does Iserman. He's on that far dot. Osborne again.
Nice play.
U.S. working the perimeter.
Save.
Higgins drives it right on, and the save was made by Liv. Now Osborne. Iserman a shot. Another tremendous glove save. They're peppering the Swedish netminder right now. Iserman again down the slot, and Liv just got a piece of that one to keep it out. U.S. having 3 great chances in a row. Now another drive by Iserman, and he ripped it wide. Osborne, though, keeps it alive. Iserman to Hagens. To the bottom of the circle. Sweden back at full strength. Osborne. One-time shot, and that was blocked. Centering feed by Stiga's blocked. Osborne with it again. Now Hagens goes to go cross ice, and it's intercepted. And now Pettersson. U.S. now pushing it out. Across the line, going right to the net. It's loose.
No.
Spellacy. And now
Good dump by Hendricks.
And so Sweden has to reload again, but again a bad pass. And U.S. holding the puck, then pushing it in. Sweden now across the line. That pass well off the target by Norland. And Stenberg now will try. Stenberg across the USA blue line, drops it back to the near side. Lindberg rather, in the bottom of the circle. Now fed back to the point. Just 4 seconds left on the power play. Norland down low, centering feed comes across, and it hops the stick of Stenberg. Still though, Sweden keeps it in, long bomb, sailed wide of the cage. U.S. back to full strength, but they've got to get possession. Now they do, and here they'll come out through center ice. U.S. Spellacy lost the edge in the corner and went down. And now Sweden takes over. Just 4:23 left, so we'll have to see how the U.S. plays this. Zemer knocks it in behind. Stiga moves it on his man, forces the turnover right in front. A couple of whacks at it, and Liv holds his ground to keep it out. That just appeared up. Long pass broken up, and the Swedes just content to slide it back in as there's now 2:05 left in regulation.
The team Sweden going into a 1-1-3 here, just really trying to force dumps and getting pucks back north.
Yzerman trying to do it by himself. Had it knocked away just as he was slipping past the first defender. Sweden back in, throws it towards the front of the net. Here they come again. U.S. charging in. Yzerman tried to feed it across. We've got a whistle.